What's up, everyone? My name is Matt Briers, and welcome to the Flow of Combat. In this episode, we'll look at 2 escapes for mixed martial arts or no rules combat when you're pinned against the ground or pinned against the wall or the cage. Now I have to create some space. So rock up, kick up, boom. Now get the neck, back down, away, work my body. Here comes more pressure. I may use a Kimura to break them out, or 2-on-1 and roll him over fairly easily and come back. First thing we're gonna go over is the technical stand-up concept and how it applies to the wall. The next we're gonna get into how to get out of side control when people are punching you in the face. So check it out now on the Flow of Combat. Cam is gonna be right on top of me. So you can put your knees down so it's a reference, okay? So his job is to give me pressure, okay? Just to have him maintain the pressure. Let's talk about arms, okay? I have to really be worried about this hand. This is the hand that's close to my head. If I put my hand here, what's gonna happen? It's a fucking rain terror down on me, right? So I have to almost be like, if we go back to basic boxing self-defense, I should have my hands near my face and being really careful. I'm also to use this knee, this leg, to create some space for my hips, okay? I'm also being very aware of his neck and shoulder. Now I'm using this to create a little bit of space. See, I'm on my elbow, and I can check his shoulder, and rock up to my hand, okay? Pressure. Okay, he's still gonna be pressuring, okay? He's gonna be looking to grab my legs pretty soon because I just got him off my chest. The next available thing for him is his hips. If my hands are here, his wrist is here, is great. Grab a hold of the wrist to keep it on the ground, but I still have to protect this side. Again, this is where a lot of power and punches will come in. I'm a little worried about this side, but it's not as important as this one, okay? I will concede a little strikes to the back. All right, now I gotta get my weight higher, so I'm gonna also push into him. I can grab the wrist. Either hand is great. If I can use my far hand, it's awesome. Now I get my hips high. Now I can try to tackle, go for single leg, whatever. Now I've got a problem. He wants to rip my legs back out. Grab your legs, rip me out. Boom. That's what he wants. This may happen multiple times, okay? I get back up, same exact thing. Get to my knees, okay? Now the wall's my friend. I have to be careful. If I don't take care of these grips down here, all right, I may just do the same thing. I may walk up, he gets his hands together and rips me right back off the wall, all right? So this is where underhooks, Kimura breaks, 2-on-1s is important because I have to get out this way. So how do you feel? You want to come to underhook? You want to try Kimura? No matter what, I'm gonna start working my way up. All right, of course he's still gonna be on my hips. It's exactly what he will last week, okay? 2 options here. I can try to dig for my underhook, or I can be complete dick and ass, little cross face and underhook, okay? I can also start throwing some shots here. I have to make sure that my hips are lower than his hips right now. If I get too tall, he's just gonna pick me up and slam me, right? I have to get down, hunker down, till I can get a position where I can get back to safety. Does that make sense? Let's run the whole thing again. He's got pressure, okay? First most important problem, yeah, that motherfucking thing. I have to be careful, okay? Now I have to create some space. I'll rock up. I'm defending everything. Sorry about the elbow. I'm trying to keep him away, work my body. Here comes more pressure. I may use a Kimura to break him out. Now I'm off the wall. Does that make sense? It's very sequential. You have to look at it step by step. Without combat. I've gotta really protect, work to get to my elbow, to my knee, deal with all this shit in here, but be a wide, stable base. My legs over here, it's not good, right? My legs are here, it's not good. I gotta be wide. I'm trying to keep my center hips down and underneath his hips over there. If he gets control of my hips, I'm going for a ride. Or get my legs set back out. Does that make sense? Yes.
Yeah, when you were getting off the wall, this leg was in between his leg the whole time. Is that, you want to be on the outside, or you were kind of aiming your top leg in between mine?
If I did,
you know what I'm saying?
Well, all right, that's why. So what move I did earlier is I come here. I escape a lot that way. And it's giving me my first big step. See how it almost stays there the whole time? So it's kind of giving me a structure. It just happens to end up being between Cam's leg. I'm not looking for that. I want base, something to push off of to get back to my feet. Turn a little bit and try to get a little bit of in a rocking chair with my elbow, okay? So I'm actually thinking about, like, I'm getting pummeled. I turn down a little bit by getting my hips up, like I'm defending myself, and I'm gonna get my right elbow underneath me. It gives me a way to rocking chair up to my elbow. Gets my weight a little higher. Much easier than doing that. Okay, so I balance almost like cocooning. Get the elbow underneath me, rock up to my elbow. Now I use the elbow, and I get my knee to the wall. Once I get the knee to the wall, I push off the wall like someone's driving in, and feet up, and use the wall to drive up again. Okay. I'm getting pummeled, I'm getting destroyed. All right, I'm shelling up, take as much damage as possible. I don't want to stay here. So first I'm gonna defend, almost cocoon up, rock to get my arm underneath me, to my elbow, knee to the wall, push up the wall, and get to my feet. So, boom, overhook, shove, knee in. Okay, foot, I prefer to see, and the other hip too. Right now, if it stays there, that's fine. Does that make sense? Okay. Questions? And guard of like off balance, like pulling them in. So it's really just bringing my knees to my chest. Okay, so he's throwing a haymaker. This is coming in. Like, see, I'm bringing him. He's almost like opening his body. So that I've used it to bring my knees in and smack. Okay? Now the overhook happens, I'm just looking at both my hands right at his neck. This is going to start off. My foot's going to come to the ground, and I'm going to shove, slide my knee in. I've let go now. This foot here will have to hit. Make sense? I want to be like a battle guard, so much I'm going to keep here, maybe punch him, whatever, but I want to have this mobility. Okay? Max throws that punch. Boom, okay? Now, I can try to score off it by really open, but depends on the elbow travel. If that elbow's here and I score on it, I'm gonna come as an underhook and frame away, okay? But right now, kind of play it, boom, it comes over, but I'm not looking to set this wrap up yet. In fact, it's very hard to, when you get a tough guy on top, with this overhook, you have to work very hard to get that head off line. So once the elbow kind of trapped in that pocket, and then it's shoved, right? Like, once my hands engage his face, that foot goes to the ground, shrimp hard, knee comes in. Now I'm trying to slide away with it. So all I do now is put my foot, this hand stays high, put his hip, come up to like his neck area. I want to have this spot. So I'm defending here. Now I'm going to just get my hand, my right knee to my hand. Boom. And now we would just throw a punch, or we just get back to here. Come here. Boom. Overhook. Frame, knee comes in, punching right up. I want to get to this position, right? Now against the neck, retracting out, boom. Hit him. Have a little fun there. Cool? Do it. Yep. Keep going. Keep going.
It's just all about getting to this one hip on this side.
Yeah, so once, frame, boom. Now, like, see how it just comes down here?
Yeah.
It's helping me. So now on my elbow, it's like I'm adding that shrimp to my hand. Now I'm retracting my leg. See how I'm far away?
Yep.
Now, bang. What's up, guys? It's Matt and Jay, two of the strength coaches here at the KHJSA.
What's up? How you guys doing?
Jay's, if you can see, in the middle of his workout, looking pretty sweaty. What'd you just do? Just hit some deadlifts?
Deadlifts and some pendlay rows.
So deadlift, plank rows, and now we're gonna do some. You're gonna do some Turkish get-ups.
Yep.
Yeah. So guys, if you look at our strength board over there, I'll zoom in on it a little second. Each week in our strength area, we put up certain workouts that have kind of a different theme. One of the themes this week is Turkish get-ups. So Jay, since he's doing them anyways, I said let's film them, going through them, talk about why they're so cool, and yeah, let's just take a look. I'm gonna take a spot behind the camera now. So Jay's using a kettlebell right now, but we can use a dumbbell, anything. I've even seen them use the humans. So I don't think no one's any humans right now. But so let's just start off the basic start position. All right, go ahead, Jay. Okay, Jay's got the kettlebell in his right hand, and he's just start with his right leg up. Let me get you in frame, all right? The left, yep. Sometimes we add a little bit of press in the beginning, but that's basically the starting position. If you also know Jay's left leg is flat on the ground, at a little bit of angle, and his toe is pointed to the left and out a little bit, all right? His left hand is gonna be on the ground, all right, at about almost like a 45-degree angle. The idea of the kettlebell is it's not only it's a shoulder, it's a press, but it's also a lot of core engagement. It's actually one of those rare full body exercises that we're going to talk. If we call it a little island exercise, something you do for the rest of your life. The get up's a good example. Jay, you doing good down there? Yep. All right. Right. I was just kind of, yeah, all right. So, Jay's first one, he's going to start pressing, but he's actually thinking about driving the kettlebell to his opposite toe, engaging his core. Go ahead, Jay. So he'll press, then he'll engage, and start right there. So he went from his elbow to his hand, and what's going to happen, if you look, there's a straight line from Jay's hand, elbow, shoulder, shoulder, other elbow, kettlebell. All right, I'm going to bring it to the front really quick. His core is engaged, everything's engaged, and everything's nice and locked out. Beautiful position, all right? So next part is that now he's got to get up. So what he's going to do is he's bring his bottom leg, his left leg right there. What's up, Bruce? Hike his hips up in the air, balancing up both feet, then draw his left knee. Can you go back down to the hand position really quick? Yeah. This is important because this relates to jiu-jitsu a lot. He's drawing his left knee as close as he can to that hand, all right? And again, you can see that straight line from his hand to the other kettlebell. He's then going to swivel the leg to get into position. So he comes up, he swivels the leg so he's square and stands up in a lunge nice and tall. Not done, you're halfway through. So he's got to reverse the process. He takes a step back, finds the ground, swivels, gets to his hand, okay? Now he's got to get those hips up again, drive the leg through, excellent job, butt down, and then slowly draw himself back down the ground, elbow, hand, etc. And that's the end of the Turkish get up. You can drop that, Jay. All right. Nice job, man.
My tricep legit cramped up while we were here.
Yeah, I was wondering. Yeah, like, man, you having a good time down there? But yeah, it's one of those cool exercises. Let me bring myself back on camera. It's one of those cool exercises that a full body lift. There's not really one thing that's not engaged. So when we have on our board this week, I'll bring it over here. On our push day, we're actually using, you guys see our full get-ups, all right? Then we're also adding some croc rolls in there. Then our next series, we're doing half get-ups. And then our final series, we're actually doing floor presses. So they're actually getting the full gamut, the full array of the get-up and getting beating the crap out of it a little bit. It's a lot of fun. Jay just finished up another couple reps. You do another one, Jay?
Yeah.
All right, go for it, man. Nice, man. Excellent. Again, I can't exaggerate enough how important it is to get out of those bad positions when you are driven into the wall or into the cage or a spot you cannot get out of and another human being is raining down fire on top of you. That has got to be one of the most terrifying, scariest positions to ever be in. God forbid there's two people using the wall or using any other object to help walk up and create some stability along the way. Is going to definitely be to your advantage. So that was what the first video was all about, was how to use that wall and how to use a cage or an object to get back up. Second, we're going to deal with how to deal when you're completely flattened out in side control. And people could hit you. Now there's a ton of information on how to escape side control. In fact, I probably put a ton of fucking videos out on how to escape side control too. So this is nothing new. This is just how I personally apply, how I personally use and get out of most situations when I have to. When it's not just play jiu-jitsu, it's not just sport. So let's check out these escapes and see how they apply to your game. He's gotten everything nice and tight, all right? Which means the side control that I can't get his elbow in. I'm susceptible to hammers, punches, or submissions, and I've got a really big problem. One of the most scariest positions, especially if he decides to go knee on belly, posture up and start punching. So when we get in this position, it's a high submission percentage for him, and it should be a high get the fuck out of this position for me, okay? So first, we're gonna kind of play with the underhook escapes today. I'm first gonna create a huge amount of space by bridging as hard as I can. We're talking about the head again. I'm trying to put his head over there and bridge and get my ass away and suck this hand down. Okay, I want to get a huge amount of space, okay? Now my left hand is gonna come through the hole and I'm gonna dive and turn belly down. Boom, all right? From here, if you are fast and scrambling enough, you're gonna come right out the door and you're out, okay? A lot of times it happens to me because I'm not fast and scrambling enough. I have to kind of wrestle out. So same thing again, boom, I create my space and they drive back in, right? They may even tend to switch their hips in here. So switch your hips into my, almost like you're trying to pin me other way. Right, yeah, there we go. And now, he just started punching me in the face a lot. Bam, bam, bam. This happens at, Jiu-Jitsu, they're always looking for submissions. My secret was I have the underhook, so it's still a lot of, I still have a very quick way out. I also have pretty good, the fence right here is very hard. If I get my hand in here, I'm not gonna be dealing as much heavy income, okay, or incoming hits. So now I'm gonna get back to that bridge again, really try to get my left, my right hip, get my left shoulder underneath him. Now again, I can just come out the back door, or sometimes you can grab the hip. When you grab the hip, it's fun, because you can do shit like that. And then come on top and punch him a lot. So this is one escape series I use a lot in Jiu-Jitsu, because as I've been more injured, I have to play more defensive and get out of more weird shit. And I've been finding the underhook, when I get an underhook during side control escapes and when someone's passing my guard, I quickly find answers out. So again, what I'm looking for, the most important thing, is when I'm here, regardless if he puts his hand over here or not, this actually gives me sometimes easier escapes. Okay? But I want this arm on, this is like a high submissive percentage arm. I'm trapped right here. So I need to get this back to safety, underhook right off the bat. If my opponent is loose here, no problem, okay? A lot of times you need to create a little space. Again, well, I tend to body lock right away to make sure I keep my position, kick up, boom, or, did I hit you? Oh, sorry about that. You got your fucking hands up, it's good. All right, taking lessons from you. So I'm here, boom, underhook, okay? Now let's say I go for the underhook and he switches his hips to put pressure, punch me in the face. And I get my, bump him, they get my left arm free. I can go 2-on-1, come out the back door, or 2-on-1 and roll him over fairly easily and come back on top. Yes? Cool, play with it. So, knee on belly fucking sucks. Especially in MMA, if I'm getting pounded, it's not a bad idea. I've got to defend myself as quick as possible. What really wants to happen is I've got to get his weight going this way, okay? If I turn my back, I'm getting my back taken, I'm getting choked, I'm getting punched. If I try to like push his knee off, he's just gonna underhook, spin and arm bar me, okay? So this leg and this bump becomes an option, especially if I'm defending. Oh, Jesus Christ, I'm gonna bump hard on my right and then come here and work to my belly, all right? So this comes from Fabiano Tellis, if some of you guys know him. The best side control, the best knee on belly escape I ever saw was the here, hips up, steer in, half guard, come out the back doors. It's one of my favorite escapes. It's basically the same exact thing. We're just doing it off of, so I'm getting hit, defending myself on a bump, capture, and I'm looking to take my outside hand. After I bump my right, my next shot is my left. I want that knee to the ground so I can get my belly right on top of it. You're just lazy like this. I'm gonna get up top and get my clinch, right? Very, very simple concept, but for knee on belly, probably one of the best ways to get out. If I am in regular BJJ or no gi, and I get knee on belly, exactly the way I'm getting out, it's a pretty high success rate compared to anything else I found. Questions? So, maybe you want to add that? Anything like that, or okay. All right. Cam, you want champion? You want to show anybody anything? No. Okay. All right, let's go. Believe it or not, when I first started doing jiu-jitsu, turtle guard made a lot of sense to me. I'd watch a DVD on Edward Tellis, and being a former wrestler, being on my knees, I thought, well, I'll just not fuck having a guard. I'll just fight off my knees the whole time. Well, originally that doesn't work out too well, but what I had developed along the way was some simple escapes and concepts I use to get out of that turtle guard position to turn it into something more advantageous. So let's take a look at those techniques. I got 4 of them coming up your way on the Flow of Combat. When they've got their elbows in, they're hunkered down, they're basically trying not to take abuse. If it's an MMA or a street fight, obviously things are different. I can't say that wrong. Jiu-Jitsu, you find this happens a lot, especially after a takedown. Maybe your guard is about to get passed, maybe rolled away during an escape, you end up in a turtle position. You will eventually end up here, and there's some good things to do and some good things not to do. Let's reverse this, okay? So, right. What he should be, no matter what, is always protecting his inside lines. He wants to prevent me from getting my legs, my hooks in. So elbows are always on the inside. Think about brushing out. Now, if someone tries to come in, he's like using the clear. As well as being very aware of his hands around his neck in case I start trying to get seatbelt stuff, he can defend with his arm. Okay, that's your basic turtle layer defense. Let's start adding to it. One of the first things we do when I'm in turtle, I like to open up and start looking at my opponent. If I feel that I'm not having to worry about the threat of him getting his hook in, I may start looking and opening this side. And it depends on what's available, but I want one thing. Ankle, knee, sometimes his hands over here. Hand, okay? I want a hip. I want to block something. Keep it away from me right now. If it's gi, I'm grabbing the gi. Now I'm going no gi, hip, whatever. Post, so I'm here, grabbing, posting, keeping it away for a second, and then I take his bottom knee out. Once that bottom knee comes out, I can slide back in. Sorry about biting you in the head. In the guard, okay? It's a stupid, simple concept that I'll probably get out of a lot of trouble. It's a very small movement. You'll use it all the time. I'm elaborating it, but it's what Formiga did all the time that got him out of a lot of different things, okay? So again, and one thing I've been playing with lately, especially this hand is over here, so I feel like I've been grabbing two hands, like one-on-one, or just like two-on-one to keep it away, and just keep it on the ground. It's very hard for him to get his hand back. It's almost kind of annoying. And you always do stupid shit like that, like pull a man, go for Kimuras. So, I'm here. If you guys want to play with that, you see his hand and grab it. Now it's easy to work off of. Slide back to my guard, get back to my feet, whatever you want to do. Let's start off with that basic one. All you're really doing, see where your opponent is, protect yourself, opening his knee out, sliding in the guard, or getting a tackle stand up. Some of turtle escapes or counters need to happen fairly quickly. That means like during the transition of getting put in a turtle, whether off a guard, pass, takedown, etc., I need to react fairly quickly. It goes back to the beginning. And once I start attacking, getting grips I like, working to break him down, it becomes very, very challenging for him to escape. He has to go through all their back escape series, okay? So one of the prime times to escape turtles when they're getting it, and that's when we hit a forward roll. Think of it as he's a forward roll to the side I'm on. So I make him do the movement first. So his right arm is gonna go reach through the leg, all right, through the hole. He's almost getting up, stay right here, on his toe, and then opening up and capturing me in the guard, okay? So one more time. So now I'm gonna be on him, and I have a loose reference right now, because I'm not like clinched, right? He puts his hands to his legs, big open, and captures me into guard, okay? One of your other ones that should be always in your pocket. These things take training, these take time, that's what we're playing with it now. Next time you get turtled, you start trying this stuff. Where this one fails, right, is if he doesn't open his leg big enough, so he kind of just rolls and he gets flattened out, okay? Or he does a barrel roll instead of a forward roll, so he kind of just flops out like that. 90% of people do that in the beginning, you can't help it. So the more you reach through the hole with your right arm, puts it perfectly into a nice tight roll that will allow you to open up in the guard. Does that make sense? Questions? Let's go. And we're gonna basically do a roll, another roll, but we're gonna use a trap this arm. Some guys are very good at trapping at the elbow level. When you trap at the elbow level, you'll simply do a forward roll, you end up on top, and you're great. I have a very hard time trapping at the elbow level. I want you guys to still try it because I feel like the elbow is so far away. What I do try to connect to is the wrist, whether even I hold it or even better, I like feeling like I get it in. If I feel like I get his wrist, like I can get the divot of my elbow and hook onto his wrist, I feel pretty good with this, okay? So it's a little different feel now. I'm gonna go back to my forward roll, but I'm trying to lay on his arm, all right? Now I'm gonna take my left elbow, put in his hip, walk my hips over, and spin on top. It's a little different variation than the forward roll one. It works out for me better. I feel like I'm a rolling pin on his arm. Like I won't get it. Come over here again. Once I get the trap of his wrist, I get my leg down and lay on it. My ass comes high, and I'm just trying to roll my whole body onto the arm, let my elbow lead the way. And I'm just a little bit of a fat bastard. Then spin on top. Cool? Questions? Let's go. Old school would be like kind of similar thing. You kind of get over here, reach back. But I've had a problem with that too. So now I have a hard time with flexibility, so I go to a forward roll, almost to the opposite side. But as I do that, my left hand will come to the wrist. Boom. And now I get my ass high again, get my Kimura grip, I crash down my leg. I'm trying to get between his legs, all right? I crash down a leg, between his legs, hip out, and finish. So it's almost like I'm rolling the other way. I'm here, I'm turtled. I look, grab the hand. Now I'm gonna hit a forward roll again. Now you know, try to get the leg high, capture that elbow down, even better. Here, so I'm adding, almost like defending. I'm gonna look, snag it. Now I hit my roll. Leg in the middle, leg on back, both legs. That's why I keep him down. He does roll. I stay with him, walk my body around, and finish on top anyways. Questions? Wait a minute.